and the Germans. Could we see a real resurgence here of the Russians? Could we give them a real thrashing? That's going to be a real fight, my goodness me. Now, they haven't moved against us here, but they are reinforcing Baghdad incredibly so, my goodness me. The Marines are going to require additional reinforcements here. Looks like they're going to head towards Syria. Spain. Why would you give you 34,000 just so that you could replenish your armies? No. We will take this away and we will take a peace treaty. Why would we give you 72,000 gold? We don't need to. That is a perfectly acceptable trade agreement. That is a perfectly reasonable, cogent trade agreement and a peace treaty. That's absolute diplomacy of its finest. We do not need to give you nearly 100,000 gold so you can replenish and rearm and be a threat to us in the future when we've got you effectively cornered. We don't need to do that. That is acceptable. No, sir. Perhaps you...
Aye, aye, sir.
Right. There it is, Persia. Let's see what Persia's got to offer here.
Any orders? Underway. The sea will be their grave. The oceans are ours.
No. I think we'll take the money. As the council has requested. That's a neutral there. It's Genoa, Spain. We do have that there, but they won't be staying there forever. We will be. We've moved them from there. What we might do is take these. I mean, this needs to be raiding every ship here we can get. So these in the streets of Madagascar, we'll move them to the West Africa here. What we will do is we'll move these carronade frigates into here. Not as much as we would have from that full fleet, but it's at least taking more trade coming in here. Into morale in battles, excellent. They're attacking at sea. Start to hinder the production facilities. Wait a minute. What the blazes is going on there? Look how many forces the Persians have got. My goodness me, that's extraordinary. Baghdad is going to be an absolute monster to take. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. We're running. Exactly what we're to do. We want to hit them here. We've brought them out here. Look at that. Here they come. Here they come. Spain. Venice. Dagestan. Wait. Why would we pay? Why are they at? I know we have a good amount of money, but we're not going to be paying our enemies or to sort of replenish and repair their troops just to come back later on. Not a chance. Peace treaty is absolutely fine. No chance. Not a chance. No. Last try. No. That's it. We're not interested. Greetings and welcome to episode 162 of my Empire Total War Darth Mod USA campaign. And this, my friends, how we left it last time, where we have engaged in battle here with the Persians once again. In and around Syria. Again, they're really pushing incredibly hard. They have left one army here. There were or there was, I beg your pardon, an army group here for quite a while, but they've disengaged here and they moved towards Damascus itself, and we've sort of left our units, or these should have blocked their path so they wouldn't be able to go down the coast roads. They've had to go through the Syrian desert. Now, of course, this is giving the opportunity now to pick off these armies bit by bit. So we're going to move against this army, as you can see, still a very tough proposition indeed. Very tough indeed. They really are very, very tough troops. As you can see, these are combat hardened troops as well. They have the echelons here. They've also got plenty of cannon, 12 and 24 pounders. They've also got the lancers, and they've also got the Zamindari horsemen. So we are going to be facing quite a formidable foe here. It's the sheer number as well they're able to field, but we do have the superiority, I believe, in firepower, but also in cavalry here. We do outnumber them cavalry wise, although some of our cavalry is not up to sort of current standards, as it were, but they're still excellent troops. We've of course got one of the US Marine regiments here as well, and we've also got some wonderfully experienced battle hardened troops of our own. So we are standing fair. As you can see here, this is slightly in their favour, but we'll be fighting this ourselves. Of course, we do have plenty of reserves here. If things do go awry, we can move in and take and deal with this. We will also be moving and take this army as well. Now, we've also moved the Marines into Ceylon. That's a huge mission. We've got a massive operation where we're going to try and take the rear of the Persian Empire into Basra, the port in Basra there, cut that port off, and then move up into perhaps Baghdad or Esfahan itself. But Baghdad is incredibly well defended by the Persians. They've moved in a huge number of forces, but let's take the fight. Let's take the fight, my friends here. We haven't had a fight for a while, but this is one that's going to... It's not a pivotal battle, but it's one that will just set a marker here that we can move against the Persians. We're going to start bringing in more and more armies into the Levant, as it were, into the Middle East, to try and quell this Persian war, because it has been brutal on us. It really has. It's been one of the toughest wars we fought in a very, very long time. Now, let's have a look at the topography here. Wow, that's a lot. We are right up against the mountains here. My goodness me. Imagine being able to fight up there on that mountain hill. Oh my goodness me, what a position to fight from that was. But even here we've got these slight... Oh, look at that. It really does slope off quite significantly here. Look at that. We've got this small village sort of right here on the cusp of the hill here. As you can see, our deployment zone is massive. It is huge lengthwise, but depthwise it's quite restricted, as it were. But my goodness me, that's a long deployment zone. My goodness, look at that, all the way right up almost to the base of the hill here. It's going to be difficult because the terrain does not lend itself to attacking quickly. If they move against us, we've got the upper... We do have sort of the upper hand in terms of having the high ground. Of course, we have to be careful they don't flank us here on this flank where it is low and flat. Now, of course, we do have the cavalry here. I think we'll mix the cuirassiers with our regiment of horse, because, again, we want to mix that power together. Gentlemen. Cute. I think we will definitely have some of the cavalry moving on the right flank here. Just got to pressurise them as hard as we can here. We might hold some cavalry in reserve as well, I think, just behind the lines, because we will get charged by their cavalry as well, particularly the... We might keep the cuirassiers back. We will get charged by their cavalry, the lancers, which can do a huge amount of damage when they charge. But we do have 3 regiments of horse here, which I think we'll send out on this left flank here as well. We've got to pressurise their flanks where we can. Of course, we've got the general here, General GP. Now we've got to centre this here. We've either got to put our flank. We've got to hope they attack us along here, but if they attack this route here, they've got to climb up here. As they climb up and come over the crest of the hill here, I don't think they can, to be honest with you. I think these steps here would actually stop them from moving up, other than probably not deep enough. But as they sort of came over the crest of this hill here, they would then be met with a volley of fire. Now we've got our howitzers here, which we've got to use our advantage, because they really do outnumber us in terms of the men they've got available. The quality, though, is on our side. So let's just get ourselves prepared here. We are going to keep some cavalry back here. 2 sets of cuirassiers. We've got a mixture of cuirassier and regiment of horse on our right, and then full regiments, 3 regiments of horse on our left. Let's bring the general to the centre here. Now, can we... Now, as you can see, look at this here. It really does play havoc here with the deployment. So we could probably put the general, probably having the general on here, so we can move in to help us. It's probably going to be here. I'm sure they can move down, but probably. Oh, I wonder if we could put the cannon up here. Now I know the howitzers don't need the levitation, as it were, here. But I think having them here might just prove beneficial to us. Let's quickly look where that's going to hit. Oh, look at that. That's perfect, because there is... The no-man's land is quite small and compact. So having the artillery up here makes them much more easy defendable here. And if we put the cavalry on the flanks here, defending the base of the hill, just set back slightly in case they try and move against us here, the flanks, that could prove absolutely hugely beneficial to us. We'll put the general here behind so the artillery flies over them. It's a massive slope here, my goodness me, but still it does give us a measure of protection from their guns as well, which are brutal. We'll just set them back here again. I can't hide them, I don't think, in the trees here. No, but still, we'll just set them back here so they can protect the flanks. Now, perhaps moving out, I wonder if we could send one of the Continental Marines here with these cavalry, and perhaps 2 other regiments as well, just to flank them hard. That might be just a perfect position to do. Now let's set our defences, because we're going to hopefully try and lure them into fighting us here. Now we've got a wall here. I'd rather keep them away from the wall if possible, because the walls, whilst they are effective, can break up your lines. I'd like to probably put this over slightly here. As you can see, look at the undulation there, it really does play havoc. And so is this. I guess we could have the wall here, we could use the wall here in this way. If they do come for us, we've got that protection here. I suppose in this instant the wall is actually better for us, because we've got protection here that runs along. If they come in over the hill, as I said, they're going to run into this. We've got the wall that's going to shield a certain number of our units. We could take a chance and perhaps send out like close cooperation here between these 2 regiments. We'll just move them thus. And also, gentlemen, please, got to make sure we've got these flanks covered, because they will come for us, and that's why we've held back some of the cavalry as well. We might just send, I think what we'll do is angle this here. That's why we've kept some of the cavalry back. Got to be able to coordinate and cooperate between the regiments here, because it's going to be proved vital here, especially though where they outnumber us. Perfect. That's why we've got the cavalry just to cover our flanks if need be. Let's move the cavalry here just momentarily. Now we'll send out another regiment here with the Marines just to pressure one of their flanks. I think we're ready to go here. We haven't limbered these to make sure we want them firing straight off the bat here. Yep. Now we've got them on the flanks here as well. We've got cavalry protecting our flanks here. We've secured the base of the hill, as it were, here, using our fire support as sort of the operational centre. Let's begin. Yeah, there, my goodness me, they've got a huge amount of troops, but let's not dawdle here. Let's not wait on what they've got. Let's just take the fight to them. What do we have here? We've got Fellahin and Musketeers. We have to be ready here. Oh, look at that, right out, just out of here. Look at that, we're going to hit the ground here. We'll see if we can get some bouncing into them here. They have got their flanks protected. We're going to try and push them hard. Look at that. Lancers. Oh, gentlemen, I pray that you are not just simply strolling here. No, gentlemen. Same can be said for you, gentlemen. Please, we're going to protect our flanks here, but can we get some bouncing going on here? Look at that, they're absolutely mauling this one regiment here. We've got some here. Beautiful shot, sir. Even with these... outflank them here because we've got oh, look at that, one's starting to go, one is starting to go here. Steady now, steady. Shoot them this weekend. Push hard, gentlemen. Look at these. Oh, this regiment's taking a heck of a beating now. This one's being turned upon now as well. Come on, lads. Come on. Get up on this hill. I want nothing left here at all, please. Thank you. They've gone. Look at that. Absolutely shattered, sir. What a wonder. We're just gonna let's push down, push hard now. We can crush this flank here. Been absolutely decimated here. We've got to crush this flank in here. sword now. That's why you're protecting that flank there, sir. We've absolutely destroyed the cavalry here. We are going to do now, so we're just going to flank this cavalry that's moving along here. We're going to let the Marines here deal with this. Look at that, absolutely shattered here. They're moving a huge force up this flank, my goodness me. Prepare the strike here. Oh, what a wonder. Do we have the force? Do we have the firepower here as well? Shattered, please, gentlemen, and down here, assembly gentlemen here. Let's pull them back. We don't want them to be hit here at all. Let's deal with them. Caught here. We flanked this. Drats, we don't want to lose. No, but we have to destroy every single unit here. Into these gentlemen. Got to be prepared now. We've got to flank around these gentlemen here. We've got to use everything we've got at our disposal here. Again, we've got to be prepared to strike them on the flanks here. Move along here, please, gentlemen. I'm going to strike this as they move along. Can we deal with these now? Again, we've held this flank here back. Break them, lads, break them. We can turn around and deal with these. They're shattered. Right, deal with those. We've got to deal with this flank up here now. Hold, gentlemen, hold now. Oh, what a no. Let's dismantle. We have to dismantle these. We'll take this regiment here, 2 regiments. We're going to outflank them here, and we're going to use the Cuirassiers as the main battering ram here. Gentlemen, do not take this as a Sunday stroll. Thank you. Take one of these and just strike this one in the flank here. Move this here, strike them in the side. Take these gentlemen here and then strike this, finish this off here. Come on, before the elephants get there, my goodness me. Push through, gentlemen, push through. We need 35 of them, but my goodness me, these forces. Wonderful fight here. Come on, let's dismantle them now, bit by bit. God, they didn't expect it. Got them, got them. These and then keep these just under pressure here. Right, on the rundown, please, gentlemen. Thank you. We've systematically dismantled this entire force here. Of course, they're shaken. Oh, they're wavering. They're wavering. They're gone. Oh, don't let them escape. Keep chasing him down. Oh, ooh, they've gone. I think the only regiment that shattered was that one there. What a wonder. They've gone. They've had enough. Yes. What a fight that was, my friends. That was absolutely wonderful. We did exactly what we need to do there. Now we dismantled that force. Beautiful. Look at that. 770 lost. They lost 4,325. So all they've got left is that. Wow. Statistics. 335 kills. Look at the Continental Marines. My goodness me. 323 kills. These are exceptional kill ratio here. To have the Marines kill that, that's the proving having that level of quality on your flanks. Look at that. Look at the echelon. Gone straight up here. Look at this. Wow. Line infantry did fantastic. Look at that. What a wonder. These three here. What's that? 1,200 kills between them. Over 1,200 kills between them. Absolutely phenomenal. Wow. That is a fight to be proud of there. My goodness me. I think we'll definitely get this army up and running here into replenish and repair. 3,000.
Make ready.
I don't think we can. Can we get this army? Yeah, we can actually get this army to here. I think we'll get it to this left here. We've taken Aleppo back, but we've got this flanking army here. My goodness me. This one's got Sepias this one as well, and they've got mortars, which is an absolute bane, but we've managed. Let's repair these as well. Let's send a message that we're not going to be bamboozled by the Persians at all. They have. Now we have been requested as well that we send a spy down into Basra to see what the Marines will be fighting against. At the moment we can't see anything here at all, so the Marines might have an easy landing here at Basra. But we've got to make sure that we use this coast road here. The bridge here is where we need to cross. There are several crossings here, just, what is it, eastwards of Najaf. And then another bridge here, which lies to the west of Kut. But that's our ultimate goal, Baghdad. We need to retake Baghdad. We're also raiding with this massive cavalry force here, which we're looking to really strike here. Kaman Shah should be our next target here. We're really going to start hitting them hard here on the production and the financial side as well. We're still holding strong here, building improved settlement fortifications. They want this, it's going to cost them dear. And we do have this force here. We don't want to get caught in the open here with these gentlemen. We just might move them a little bit closer to these armies here. But I think Damascus is going to be struck next. You can just tell they're going to hit Damascus, and they've brought not much in way of artillery. This does have artillery though. But I think these forces here can hold out now. What we have here.
Humble servant. Ready for order.
I think we'll add these gentlemen.
Forward! March!
Definitely. That and a cuirassier. No.
Ready and awaiting orders. Sir. Your humble servant.
That's a wonderful defensive force, but we've got
Sir.
additional troops now moving this Pious Native American infantry will do wonderful here as well as just to be able to feed those reinforcements in, constantly feeding them in, and also the cavalry as well.
Sir.
We might just move these closer, this army here as well to Damascus, and this army here. There's no point having these just sat on the outskirts. Let's get them involved in defence because it's going to be a real hard defence here. Now, let's have a look at the Marines. We do have them here in Ceylon. Now, we took Ceylon a long time ago because it was going to be the sort of the staging area for our invasion of the Mughal Empire. Now, they haven't touched us at all, the Mughals. They've in fact left us alone. Probably because we have a huge naval presence here. Look at that. And an additional fleet is now moving as well. So they're not going to really harass us here in Ceylon because we can probably outpower any of their fleets, to be honest with you. And also it's protecting our trade line here, which is a pretty nice income coming from that trade route there. But we have a very powerful base here to operate from into the subcontinent. We've also got these two very strong armies here, which, oh my goodness me, which we brought in. They're gonna strike against Basra. It's a long route into the Arabian Sea. Up into the Arabian Sea. I think we might have to send perhaps a fleet. I think we send this fleet up just to protect this port. What have we got here? Bandar Abbas. Let's send this small task force up here to see what we've got up against. Ooh, look at that. Exactly why we sent them. Exactly why we sent them. I think we might reinforce that fleet there with 4 additional ships. Because if they want that fight, then we will oblige. But the Marines will be moving in. They don't block off the entirety of here, but we do have them now. If they want that fight, as I said, we will make that happen. But we've got to get the Marines in there. Because if we can take Basra, it might draw off the some reserves and reinforcements from here. But we need to find out what's in Basra.
My skills
No,
don't
gentlemen.
include flying.
Just come down to here, thank you.
Crazy?
Now, there's also been a call that we draw our forces from this front here to deal with Naples. I think we might do that. Although they do have a lot of forces here. Look at these. Many of them got this tattered flag, which means they've taken a real hammering here, and including their navy as well. I think we've got enough to deal with this, to be honest with you. Although there's quite a large army here, but I think we might pull some of these forces, particularly from Vienna.
Sir.
And I think we might go and deal with Naples. And we don't need this army here either. So I think we start using these. Let's pull a force into here. I know we're going to deal with Venice,
Forward.
but I think we'll use an army group to deal with Naples as well.
Waiting for your order.
What do we need
Humble
here?
servant.
I think we shall remove.
At the ready. Yes, sir. Sir. Your orders.
They go into there.
At the ready.
This needs to be retrofitted. We need some more additional artillery in there for definite.
Sir.
So that's what we're going to do. We're going to have some. Oh, and we're already doing it. I beg your pardon. Let's do that there. Wait, this howitzers already. I have one more. I do beg your pardon. Perfect. We'll actually we'll have this army here.
Yes.
We'll probably remove 4 regiments here and then have the artillery instead. Or 3 regiments. We'll have an artillery. Retrofit this one as well. And if I'm not mistaken, we've got. Yes, we do indeed.
Make ready.
Got a lot of cavalry.
Your orders. Your humble servant. Sir.
We can't move
Can't
that
do
one
that,
out. That's
sir.
stuck there, which is that's the way it is.
Waiting order. Yes.
Now what we do need is line infantry. And here as well. Gotta be careful we don't overstep the mark in terms of our building the armies, because it's going to hit pretty hard. We don't have anything coming from here yet because of this fleet here, but we do need to get. Let's deal with this. Let's deal with this once and for all. Let's take 1 regiment. Of horse.
Anything more?
That's a massive fleet we got there. Take the Cumberland.
Yes,
Can we land on the island
Ready and
here,
waiting,
I
sir.
wonder.
Sir.
Can indeed.
Gathering supply.
Your humble servant.
But perhaps not.
Make ready. Sir.
Okay, you can
Impossible,
stay
sir.
here.
I cannot do that. Fleet ready. Still shipshape. Can't do that, General. Orders received and understood. Aye, sir. Awaiting further orders.
Perhaps this would be more successful.
Citizens, march! Forward, march! Ships, orders received. Setting up camp.
Your humble servant.
Ready for action.
Send
Understand.
back to here.
Ready and waiting.
Then have our fleet here. Are we building? Are we? Yes, we are indeed. So these gentlemen can stay in here.
Aye, aye, Captain.
And then what we will do is we'll push
Ready
this
for orders.
out from here. They will then be taken care of. We'll open up that trade line. Now there was also a call for us to deal with Newcastle. Aha! No, that's actually been dealt with. That's excellent. Okay. So we just need that to be repaid by the British, if you could please. Because you can see that's drastically reduced our income there. Massively reduced it. Probably because we've got our army upkeepers just gone through the roof. But still, that is the way it is. We've got to take the wars. We've got to fight the wars. Now, I believe
Yes.
we've got additional forces here,
Sir.
so we do look at that.
Orders.
We definitely need more just line infantry now. Or provincial scouts. And here as well, if I'm not mistaken. Excellent. We're also putting together a fleet here. This naval fleet will be sent into Europe as well. And into the, I think the subcontinent, I think we'll send that as well, that fleet. Because I think the Mughal Empire, if we do eliminate the Persians, I think the Mughal Empire will move against us. I've just got that feeling in my bones. That's going to happen. We've got to be careful because the Mughal Empire is incredibly strong. We're still fighting, or potentially fighting in a couple of wars here. They've also been a call for us to move against the Russians as a sort of preliminary fight, or sort of a preemptive strike against the Russians, because if they do start to take some of these territories back, they will start to regain their strength. As you can see, they've already started to repair these armies here. So these armies are already at full strength. This army not so, because it's been fighting against the Germans, but these are all at full strength again now, if you notice. So that means the Russians have managed to replenish and repair and gather their breath, as it were. They still only have these two regions here, Moscow and Kiev. But we're just going to keep an eye on things. If we need to strike against the Russians, we will do so. I don't think they're going to be taking Minsk for a while, but then we're just protecting our own borders here. We have now surrounded, but I think we do additional forces here as well. Yes, indeed. We're not going to allow anything to knock us off course here.
Sir, your humble servant.
Actually, we probably don't need as many. We do need is cuirassier. 2 more cuirassier, then we will go for the guns. We're going to put another army in place around Vilnius, just in case, because Vilnius was a heck of a fight. It really was. I think, though, we're going to have a fight down here. That's without a shadow of a doubt. I think Syria is our... Damascus is going to be our next fight. They're going to pull everything they've got here into and try and take it from us. For some reason, this is I think this is the reason why they went to war with us, is to take Damascus. What we are going to do, though, is we're probably going to deal with this army next. Pick them off bit by bit before they're able to group together. And I think we might send... We need an army that's got the composition to deal with them here. Because artillery is absolutely key. What the blazes is that?
At the ready. Your humble servant. At the ready. Sir.
Perfect. This army here is
Sir.
going to be sent to deal with this army here, I think. We don't want to split up our forces too much. Mind you, look at that. That is an absolute huge force there. I think this is probably the army that can deal with them, to be honest with you. We'll just hold... if only I could pick this army. But mind you, they're probably too close together. They'd probably hate each other. But I want to try and get the Marines in if possible. As quickly as possible. But we'll find out what's it. Let's end the turn. Just this turn, my friends. See what goes. I think we'll probably have Damascus going to be attacked. If so, then we'll accept that, and we'll take that fight probably next episode. But my goodness me, look at France. So they're coming. They really are coming to the aid of the Germans. This is all German combat strength being pulled into one place. What the? Would you look at that? Would you look at that? Well, cry havoc, my friends, and let's slip the dogs of war. A war we did not expect, but a war we're prepared for. Well, I'll be. Would you look at that? Accept it, sir. Wow. Well, we've got Norway and Great Britain joining us. Greece isn't bothered, but that's absolutely fine. But if they want a war, then we will accept. Wow. We are going to go all guns blazing here. We're going to move against them hard here. Look at that. They're already trying to flank here. Vilnius is definitely where they're going to be aiming for. Vilnius. Wow. Germany declares war. We're going to pull these 3 regiments, this army group back. Naples have to wait. Wow. Germany declares war. I genuinely didn't see that coming. Oh, what a fight we got on our hands now. We haven't been at war with them for a long, long time. I think probably the war with Russia has spooked them. I think that's what's happened. They probably realise they're not going to be able to defeat the Russians straight off the bat. And if you notice, France didn't join the fight. Oh, look at that. They're going to make a move against Minsk. Wait a minute. Now the flags are tattered. Yes, we wanted to fight this general. No, I think we'll allow that one because we don't want this army to fight it because it's not in the finest of health. So we'll let them hit that farm there. That's absolutely fine. We'll just see. They might be pulling back to Baghdad. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. What? That's 8,000 men. This army would be absolutely brawled over it. Really, oh, wow, they didn't. They just left it there. Spain. I wonder if Spain will take the opportunity to attack us. I wonder. I'm not sure if they will because we do have a huge. Oh, Venice. No, they won't. Dagestan. No, we just don't need peace treaty is absolutely fine. We are simply not going to give you money. No. And Norway. No. Wow, I didn't see that coming. I did not see that coming with the Germans. I think we have to pull that army group. First of all, let's stay focused. Let's stay absolutely for -2 and -5. Okay. So we've got these gentlemen here.
Yes, sir.
They can go into this.
Sir.
Yeah, look at our roads. They're so well upgraded. Look at that. What a wonder. This army will be making its way to Europe. In fact, before we do anything else, let's set them on their way. Do we have any sloops here at all? No. I think it might be better if we get some sloops, to be honest with you, my friends, because we don't want to start pulling these naval forces away from the homeland. We're not going to allow the enemy to be able to hit our docks and our ports. So what we'll do is we'll just get a couple of sloops ready, then army that will be ready then to move in. Is this ready yet, this naval? No, it's not. That's a powerful navy we'll be sending in. Aha.
Orders, Captain.
Look at that. Come from the homeland. I think. Yeah, we got this army group ready then to move in. Just set them fair here. Everything's coming together here now.
At the ready. Can't do it, sir.
So what we'll do is we'll just move them.
Under sail.
And we're going to just quickly check.
Ready.
Let's look at this army here as well. My goodness me. We'll just prep. We'll put these armies here in Ceylon. And then we might use them as a reinforcement in once we've taken Basra. But first of all, we're going to move these armies in first to take Basra. Then these forces will follow behind. We need to find out what's going on past here, don't we? Let's be honest. Let's send in our spy. Nothing here at all in Basra. Then we move against them. 6,284. Then we're going to move against.
Orders, Captain.
Will it reach Basra? Yes, it will.
Aye, aye, sir.
Will they reach Basra? Yes, it will. Excellent. Okay, then the attack, the marine assault begins.
Your humble servant.
Set sail.
Sir. Sir.
Underway.
Sir. Anything more?
Ready for action. Ship shape and crystal
The
fashion.
Marines go in, my friends. The Marines go in. Sorry about that, my friends. We're going to have to move in the main combat fleet and remove this here. We should have checked this, but we're going to have to. No, we don't. What we don't want to do. Just move them to here for the time being. Move these gentlemen back here, and then deal with them.
Hip hip hooray!
Yes.
Hip hip hooray!
No.
Ship shape and crystal fashion, Captain.
Chase them down.
We are victorious.
Yes. And the army's gone as well.
Where to, Captain? Yes, Captain. Orders.
Which side do we want to land on? This side here.
All hands on deck.
No, they're not going to make. They're not going to make the port, so we're going to have to guard them.
Ready. Set sail.
Oh, we're going to cut off this here.
Ready for action. Prepare for battle. Any orders?
So no one can get past this now without having to engage us. We can then move these gentlemen here. Can the other force land in Basra? Wow. To try and get past these. Wow.
Ready and waiting. Aye, aye, sir.
Oh, only not just quite.
Aye, aye,
Because
Captain.
what I had to do, I had to go around this, so we took that off them there. We can probably get a little bit closer though, can't we? But it's going to tip them off.
Set. Fleet ready. Meet the corners. Enemy sail. Officer on deck. Stations
We are going to stand real. 7,000. That's not the issue. What we've done now is we've blockaded this port. They can't get around here without fighting against us. Whew. Okay, we can bring those two other forces in then as reinforcements. Once we've cleared the path here, once we have Basra under control, we can then move in those additional forces. Plus one to command. Excellent. Excellent. And excellent. Right. Now, before we do anything against Germany, we need to discuss what we're going to do here. So what I'm going to do, my friends, is I'm going to leave this in your capable hands. What we're going to do is we're going to turn this army group away from the Russians. The Russians are no longer our problem at the moment, particularly here. They're moving away from this anyway. So we don't have to worry about that just yet, do we? No. So what we're going to do, we're going to probably turn this army group around here. We can't dive into this lot here. We probably need two more additional forces. We might even have to move this force and this force and combine these and strike into it if we want to, or we could just hold the front. We've definitely got to look where they're going here. Though we're trying to move past us already, so we've got to bring these forces into the fight
At the
here.
ready.
They're going to use the French territory here, so we've got to strike against them. Wow, didn't see that coming. But we are definitely going to move against them. I think we'll take Bosnia. And we're definitely going to take Belgrade. 100% take Belgrade. We're going to move all these forces down. We're going to take Transylvania. We're going to crush them. We're going to completely eliminate them here from the Balkans. Wow. I'm surprised that Spain didn't take advantage of that there and move against us, but they probably see the sheer commitment we've got here. We've got the Marines in the Levant now, so I mean we can't pull the Marines back. They're already committed to another operation. We have to deal with this force here as well.
Make ready.
Yeah, we'll have to deal with this force here as well. In fact, I think we'll move against these.
Ready for
We
order.
can't, because they've got to come all the way around. In
Make
fact, I
ready.
think we'll just pull them back past the river here.
March! Sir. Your orders?
They've got so many guns. We need
Yes, sir.
cavalry heavy force,
Sir.
which this one is here. This would probably be perfect for the fight, to be honest with you. But we've cleared this here. They've moved away from here at least. And actually what we're going to do is we're going to strike against this.
Sir.
Hit them where it hurts. Actually, they repaired this. But still, I think, my friends, we're going to end the episode here. I'm going to leave it in your capable hands what we do here, because it's going to be a heck of a fight coming. We've now got the German, mind you, a good chance for us to find. Minsk's going to be the biggest problem. That's going to be a monstrous fight. But the Balkans shouldn't be too much of a problem. We've got the forces down here to deal with it. We'll probably take Bosnia. We'll use this army group here to move against Belgrade. We'll have an army move against Transylvania, and then we'll move down. We'll crush the rest of the German holdings here in the Balkans. Then Minsk's going to be probably the final battle for Germans will have. But mind you, they've got all this up here as well. We won't be able to get here yet unless we go through and we take Persia and go through this way. But that's going to be a long way off. But my friends, I'm going to end this episode here. I hope you've enjoyed it. As always, my friends, thank you for your wonderful advice, support, comments, tactics. Absolutely fantastic. I need them definitely for this episode as well, my friends. Please keep those comments coming down below. Thank you for all of your very kind words as well. As always, my friends, please be safe out there, especially in the world we're living in at the moment. But until next time, bye for now.